All right, we're live. Happy Monday, everybody, and great to see you all here, whether you're watching live or catching this on a replay. My name is Megan Casey, for those of you I haven't met before, and I'm here with the amazing Debbie Calladine, and together we run a personal and professional development company internationally. So just a quick recap of who we work with: professionals, entrepreneurs, and business owners who are really serious about growing and evolving. And we teach mindset, but we also teach sales and business growth. Okay, you need mindset and you need skill set, and that combination together is proving incredibly effective for clients and client results. So today we want to talk about something very exciting. We are launching something new starting this Saturday. So Debbie, what's in the cards?
I love it. I love talking about sales because nothing happens in our business until something is sold, and selling is really just leading people to make a decision. It's helping somebody get what they want. Okay, you help enough people get what they want, you will in return get what you want. So we are hosting a masterclass this Saturday, October 11th, on how to increase your sales. If you're in sales and you're not closing sales, something needs to change. So we're going to share some expansive ideas on this masterclass. And a lot of people have mixed feelings about sales. And like I said earlier, it's just simply helping someone get what they want. If you have a product or service that can help someone, it is your duty to go and offer that to people, to book calls, help people, give them a 10 out of 10. And one of the biggest things I've learned in sales, I've learned a lot of things through sales. I've been in sales for 20 years of my life. And we don't get paid from people, we get paid through people. And what that means is that you, regardless if they have money or not, sometimes you're on a call and you know that they don't have money to spend, you have no money to invest, but regardless, you give them a 10 out of 10 and you release that energy into them and you help them, that sale will come through someone else. It always does. It always does. You're releasing good energy into enough people, the sales will come in. People will come marching in. And a lot of times it's not from who you expect. Megan, what's your experience in your sales career?
I think that's so true. And I didn't used to be in sales. I was in pharmacy, and then I moved into sales. And I remember my first few calls, I was kind of like, gosh, what am I really doing here? What do I even say to these people? And I thought about it because there's a lot of mixed perceptions in society about sales. And usually that's coming from, the negative ones are coming from negative experience with a person who's more in a getting frequency than a giving frequency. But if you're doing this properly and leaving everyone the impression of increase, you're in a giving frequency. I've changed my perception. This is my current perception. You're adding to the life of the world with every transaction.
Love that.
So everybody that you help, whether it's with their health, their business, their career, their mindset, that you're contributing to their expansion. So that's one thing I would say about perceptions of sales. And you want to check your own perceptions. If you're in sales and you've negative feelings towards the career, we had a sales mentor who used to say it was the best profession in the world.
I agree.
And that wasn't the perception that I originally had just from society. But now, why? You get to facilitate decision-making and you get to help people. Like if you have an amazing product and service, you're helping people expand their own life. And a couple of other things I want to point out there, and kind of what you said there as well, Debbie, about getting paid through people. You want to do your sales calls in detachment. You're not thinking, Debbie has to do this. I hope Debbie signs up. It's like, no, you have your goals of X amount of products, X amount of services, X amount of people. You give everybody a 10 out of 10. That's professional excellence. And then you have a good expectation. You are expecting the results that you've said that you wanted. So yeah, what else would you add, Debbie?
Neutral mind. You're right. No attachment. And that was something I had to really work through in my sales career. You want them to sign up with you because you know how much it's going to help them. No attachment. If you're out there doing your job and you're serving people and you're just helping them, the sales will come through somewhere else, if not from them. And timing is everything too. That person might come back around. So leave that person with the impression of increase. I love that you shared that, Megan. And it's like no attachment, just expecting that sales are naturally going to come in. And sales it's mental. Selling is mental. So you got to understand your own mind. so that the better we know ourselves, the better we know our prospect. The better we know ourselves, the better we know other people. So you got to know, you understand yourself, your own mind, and the mind of the prospect. So that's a huge part in sales. And what else would you say, Megan?
And I want to mention as well, like sales consciousness. Like, do you have a sales consciousness? And you've said this before, Debbie, and I think this is really important in terms of tuning into some new potentials. It's like you expect the sales through expected and unexpected sources. We've had plenty of examples of people, and I'm like, oh, Debbie, I thought you knew that person. You're like, no, they just came from out of the blue, you know, like they're, and again, we kind of air quote that because they're coming back to the source, they're coming back to the goal. But basically, you know, you can expect them to come from anywhere through all available channels. It could be a referral, it could be direct reach out, you could launch a new offer, whatever it is, but you're actually expecting people, and that's your own conviction with what you do. Are you on a mission to help people? Or are you just in a getting frequency? And nobody likes to be taken from. And nobody really likes to be sold to either, but people love to buy.
We do.
So
Yes.
you're framing that they're going to, I was actually on a BNI meeting recently and it was really good. And they were talking about trust. Like, can the prospect trust that you have their best interests, or are you just, is it selfish about your own motives? And that's where the energy is inverted. And that's the perception of salespeople that's not good. So you want to make sure that you're in the giving frequency, impression of increase, and you're leading people to make a good decision to expand their life. And it all comes down to, is it a right match? We love affirming that, right matches, because if it's a right match, they might have paradigms or objections and all these things, but if they want to be there, you just have to walk through that with them and help them navigate their own fears and concerns. Exactly. And it might have nothing to do with you. And oftentimes it has nothing to do with you and your product or service, but you're holding a space for them to make a decision to expand their life.
Yeah, I love what you share there, the giving frequency. And there's really three reasons people don't buy. Number one, they don't want what you have. Number two, they don't trust themselves. And number three, they don't trust you. And the third reason is they don't trust themselves. Usually it's they don't trust themselves. If you've given a 10 out of 10 and you've really helped them and you're confident and you have that level of conviction in what you're doing, what you're offering, it's usually they don't trust themselves to do the work. A lot of people have a ton of fears. If you haven't noticed, people have so much fear and they need to have more faith in themselves, faith in a higher power, that you'll be supported through every phase of your growth. So I love that you shared that, Megan. And so in this 1 hour masterclass that we're hosting this Saturday, it's absolutely free. We're going to be covering the top traits of a master salesperson. You want to become a master salesperson that knows what they're doing. And you speak with so much confidence and so much conviction and belief that people are like, yeah, I want to work with you, because people want to work with people that are confident. I know I do. So we're going to be covering the top traits of a master salesperson, the importance of emotional composites in your sales process. There's 3 emotional composites. There's you and you, so you and your goal, and then the prospect and their own goals. And then the third emotional composite is you and your prospect. And we're going to be teaching you those emotional composites in the masterclass, and they're very important. It's a very important part of the sales process. What else are we going to be covering, Megan?
Yeah, we're going to be covering confidence, and a lot of times you have to remember this. The prospect is picking you up. They can feel your energy field, okay, wherever you're at in terms of your perception, that they are picking you up. And one of my favorite things I learned about sales, and I've seen this proven true time and again in my own journey, they should know by your energy field that you have a solution for them. They should literally know from speaking with you, wow, they know, they believe in themselves, they believe in the product, they believe in the delivery, they believe in everything. And what we see sometimes is people might believe in their service, but they don't always believe in themselves. And that shows up on the sales call. And the person's like, oh, the prospect might know what it is. So you want to have 10 out of 10 confidence. And a good way to have confidence is that you're improving every single day. You already have a good product and service, but you're committed to getting better. And they say you don't owe people a perfect person, but you owe them an improving person. Are you improving? So we're going to talk about confidence, courage, and we're going to talk about habits for increasing your sales. Like what habits do you need to really grow your business?
Yeah, I love it. So we're going to be sharing a lot of gems with you guys, lots of expansive ideas on this masterclass, and really how to serve at the highest level possible so that you're helping more people and symbiotically you're earning more money. How does that sound? Like we're all selling something. There's a product, a service, we're selling ourselves. So most likely you're selling something. So come to our masterclass. We're going to teach you a lot of great things. So product or service, if you have a sales team maybe that that would benefit from something like this, we're going to share the link in the comments below and register. You have to register, pre-register for it, and it's absolutely free. So yeah, any closing thoughts, Megan?
Yeah, bring somebody who you know will benefit from. It's nice to go with somebody that you know, and then you can brainstorm ideas. It could be a colleague on your team, and we're going to have a power masterclass. And the main thing I want to focus on is that whatever we think about repetitively and whatever we focus on expands. So if you want to increase your sales, we're going to be focusing on the habit nature that's going to actually do that. So Saturday, it's at 11 Eastern, 9 a.m. for anyone in Canada. And what else, Debbie?
Not all of Canada, but not all of Canada, but in Saskatchewan specifically. But yeah, mindset is everything. But skills pay the bills. You got to learn how to sell, because if you're a coach out there, you aren't coaching anyone until you learn how to sell your program. I had to learn that too. It's like you're actually a salesperson who gets to coach. So if you're a coach, you're selling anything, come to the masterclass, bring a friend. Like Megan said, it's more fun to do things with other people. So,
and do you want to share, Debbie, about the registration? Because that's been confusing a few people in terms of how to go about that.
Yeah. So we'll share a link in the comments. You have to click on there to pre-register, and then you'll receive an email with the Zoom link to join on that day. Okay. So Saturday, October 11th from 9 to 10 Saskatchewan time, but then 11 to 12 Eastern. So we'll share the link in the comments. So go out there. Happy Monday, everybody. Go out there and go serve and sell. Okay. And expect sales to come in. All right. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.